So I entered Axie in 13 August 2021 and I jumped right into breeding 3 days later. It was fun, it was exciting, but it could have been better. I'm gonna share with you the top 3 mistakes that I made. Mistake number 1. Breeding for scholars and selling Axies on the market at the same time. Now those good Axies that I bred went to the scholars and the failed ones went to the market. Yet I was still able to make a 40% profit on average from those failed Axies that I bred. Now if I had focused purely on breeding for profit, I'll have a much higher profit margin because I'll be selling all the successful breeds as well. I bred a total of 230 Axies and sold 100 of them. The other 130 Axies went to scholars. If I had sold all the 230 Axies, I would have a profit of probably more than 10 Ethereum in total. So that was a big opportunity cost. Lesson for myself, focus on breeding for profit during the booms and then do scholarships during recessions. Now, if I had a 10 Ethereum after the boom, I could have formed way more scholar teams just simply by buying Axies from the market because Axie prices fell. Mistake number 2. Trying to breed too many classes without adequate budget. So because I bred for scholars as well, I had to breed 3 classes. Reptile, Beast and Plant, RBP was the build that I went for. So you can make do with 2 classes, Aqua, and Plant. But I like to be different, so I decided to go with RBP, Reptile and Plant against those annoying Aquas, and then Beast to deal with plants and reptiles. So breeding 3 classes, my capital was spread too thin. A lot of times I find that there are good deals in the market for me to buy for breeding, but I couldn't afford to buy them. Lesson for myself, have enough backup cash to snap up the good deals when you see them in the market. Mistake number 3. I did not take incoming nerfs and changes seriously enough. So I did what I did for a couple of months and then after that I went out of the RBP composition and decided to try breeding Aqua. I added what I called Ronimo. Now back then, before the changes to the skill and morale calculations and before Aqua was nerfed, Ronimo was pretty good. Probably better than the beasts that I gave to my scholars. Ronimo was great for 1600 to 2200 MMR. Now I knew that the nerfs for Aqua were coming, but I didn't think that it would be that bad. I took the risk to breed more Aquas. Moreover, they were great for my scholars. Now if I had sold all those Ronimo instead, that would have been much better. After the nerfs, I had to switch all the Ronimos back to beasts for my scholars, and it feels bad, man. Lesson to myself, do not breed Axies that will be nerfed. We have no idea how bad it will be. It is better to err on the side of caution. And that's it guys. In my next video, I will talk about my approach to breeding for V3. See you guys.